He was like a superhero on that run.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Seattle Seahawks. Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Just beating the play clock. Smith rolling to his right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Herbert. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Out of the gun, Herbert.
Flush to his right. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line.
Austin Johnson, the one who makes the stop defensively.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
60
On third down, here's Walker.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now it's... They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Herbert on first down now.
He finds his target, Allen. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Herbert now.
And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start at their own.
After the interception, here's Smith sliding out of the pocket. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Buffalo Bills. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And off we go from Seattle.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. Way up to the 40-yard line.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger. And special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Smith. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Gregory Rousseau. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. CD, there are 3 and outs, and then there are 3 and outs. The first drive of the game, not 1, not 2, but 3 straight sacks.
You're exactly right about that, and sometimes you hold up those 3 fingers as defenders to signify the 3 and out. This time it's 3 sacks in a row. What a tremendous start for them.
They snap it to Smith. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first. On play action, Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. On the move to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Got a little antsy there from his Mike line.
You've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there.
5 yards remain on second down. Allen going to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 48 yards. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried the fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a diving catch right side. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Play action. It's Smith. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Six 0 our score after 1. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They run again with Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a... Big tackle for a loss.
On 4th down, Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen. He's got the hookup with Diggs. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And that's patience to be admired right there, because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open.
PAT in his rearview mirror. He goes back out to kick this one off. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Smith. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Here we go on 4th. Smith staying on his feet. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On play action, Allen. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready?
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's out right at the 25. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
This is Dallas, an inside handoff.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A Surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now Allen. Touchdown!
Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. The Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett.
Room here, Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 59 yards.
And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And the Bills are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Geno down to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
A final shot before half for Allen. This is caught. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here. And it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Allen now looks to throw. Going deep for Diggs.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. But we sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Flushed out right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, over the line.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Allen to throw it. Gets this one to Morris. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Up there, 21.
Nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
Here's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did
after the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. On 1st down, it's Smith. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Straight ahead running. Here's Dallas.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It's caught, Lockett, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down with Dallas.
And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
DJ Dallas.
61 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
They're going to try and run. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. And the Bills are going to recover. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the counter, this is Singletary. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense.
Extra beef, they want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Going deep for Diggs.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Hurt. Right there, hurt.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, check that. Three.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. They'll run for it with Penny.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
They'll run it again with Penny. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought. Down 2nd and right at a yard. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. From the 30 on 2nd down, Smith. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their... So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And he is going to lose yardage here. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Micah Hyde.
Back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the... was the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock, look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
On 1st down, they'll kick off the drive with Dallas.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Smith now to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So Allen's going to look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of the could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two short. Now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. On 1st down, Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody. The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On play action, Cousins. And his first look is incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, here's Cousins.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. 2nd down and 3.
Cousins escaping the pressure right. And complete right side to Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. The impressive space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook,
a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Smith. Under pressure, they got him again. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw here. This complete to Lockett. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, able to get the completion, but conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the first down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the first down. Excellent tackling right there.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. 2 seconds to go, first quarter. First down, here's the run with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there. Hoping someone.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Up the middle, it's Cook. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. 3rd and goal for Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And it's now 14.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Geno.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
On 2nd down, a run with Dallas. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They'll try and run for it.
That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Once again, it's Dallas.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Off of play action, here's Smith. Rolling to his right.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks are back within a score.
Gino's going to throw. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it was executed well. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
But the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. 4th down, Cousins. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Here on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a play fake, and it's Smith sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
He's got his tight end fan.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will first half. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Play action. It's Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? In this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Just beating the play clock, Smith. They'll roll him out right. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Throwing now is Geno. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Smith. He'll buy some time right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. They'll try for the first with Walker. They find some open field here. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Back to Walker on 1st down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run again with Walker. And they'll get him down right around the 16. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. First half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Cousins now.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. Break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Cook up the gut. 5 yards on the play.
All right, that's a decent game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out, or are they going to make it all?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 2nd and 5 now. Cousins. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
And Walker once more.
And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
That was 4th and what we would call long in that situation, wasn't it?
Those situations, 4th and 3, 4th and 4, that's a lot to in that box.
It certainly is. Not everyone dove in on that one. In today's NFL, this is a passing down, all right? This is not a running down. That takes a lot of guts to call that play and even better execution.
They'll fake it. Now Smith rolling to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Dalvin Cook,
46 yards.
and the Vikings will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty so hard at doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
On second down, it's Walker.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the... And the delay.
Asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
They need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
That's a real...